Hey there, you're listening to The Mighty Mommy with some quick and dirty tips for practical parenting. Today I'll be talking about caring for your newborn's umbilical cord. I'd like to start by explaining what the umbilical cord is and why its function is so important to your baby. The umbilical cord carries nutrients and oxygen to your developing baby. The cord is connected to your baby at one end and your placenta at the other. The cord contains 2 arteries and 1 vein. These arteries and vein transport nourishment to the fetus and remove its waste products. Once your baby is born, the umbilical cord is no longer needed. The cord is cut and a clamp is placed on the remaining stump. While your newborn baby is beautiful, the umbilical cord stump isn't very attractive. It's a bluish-purple bit of cord which remains with a clamp at the end. It will usually fall off on its own in about 1 to 2 weeks. It can take much longer than 2 weeks, but this is rare. My daughter's did not fall off for almost a month, but my son's fell off before 2 weeks had passed. Don't worry if it seems to be taking a long time. I worried about my daughter's after 2 weeks had passed. I thought maybe I'd been doing something wrong, but it turned out just fine. You should receive instructions from your pediatrician describing how to care for your baby's umbilical cord stump. Different doctors will recommend different methods. My pediatrician recommended that I use a cotton ball to clean the area surrounding the stump with rubbing alcohol. Some doctors state that alcohol is too harsh for baby's skin and recommend using just plain water. I've also heard that mild soap and water have been recommended, but you need to be very careful if you go that route. Almost all soaps have added fragrance or chemicals, regardless of how mild they claim to be. If you don't want to use alcohol, I'd recommend using plain, clear water. Ultimately, you will make the decision, and it's something you need to discuss with your pediatrician ahead of time. The most important part of umbilical cord care is to keep the stump clean and dry. If you're going to use any type of liquid to clean the area around the cord, be sure to let it air dry completely before putting any clothing over the area. Take care when bathing your newborn as well. Stick to sponge baths while the cord stump is still intact. Do not submerge the stump underwater. When dressing your baby, try to leave as much air circulation around the area as possible. If weather permits, a loose hanging t-shirt is ideal for air drying. Diapering can also be challenging, but there are some simple ways to prevent diapers from irritating the area. If you're using disposable diapers, you can use a brand which offers newborn-style diaper that has a lower front. These are made specifically so they will not interfere with the umbilical cord stump. If you're using a brand that does not have this feature, or if you're using cloth diapers, be sure to fold the front of the diaper down lower than the cord area. This will prevent any friction from the diaper, as well as reducing the chance of any liquid or waste seeping up into the area. Finally, if you notice any type of change in the stump area, such as oozing pus, swelling, bleeding, or foul-smelling discharge, there may be an infection. You need to contact your pediatrician immediately. Other possible signs of infection are fever or sensitivity to touch. If your baby cries when the area is touched or has an elevated fever, please call your pediatrician. That's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed listening. If you would like to request a topic for the Mighty Mommy, or if you would like to share a wonderful tip of your own, you can email mommy@qdnow.com or leave a message at 206-222-9148. Also, if you haven't already done so, please take a moment to post a review at iTunes. I'd really appreciate it. The Mighty Mommy's Quick and Dirty Tips for Practical Parenting is part of the Quick and Dirty Tips Network at quickanddirtytips.com. Please check out the Get It Done Guy, the newest member to the Quick and Dirty Tips Network. This week, he's talking about navigating voicemail systems, so be sure to check out his podcast. This is your friend, the Mighty Mommy, wishing you happy and fun parenting.